I get lost in your words. It feels so good when I'm hurt. Takes my mind off of the pain. Loves when the beat takes me away with only good music. Oh, 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 with only good music. Something about the things you said stays in my mind.
Well, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you wherever you are listening in this world. Welcome to Healing Through Her Talk Radio Network's Focus 40. This is a program for those of us who are seasoned singles, who are 40 and over. Of course, some of our topics can be applied to you no matter where you are in your life's journey, what age you are. But since I am in the 40 and over crew, I wanted to have a program for people who have walked the journey that I have walked. So welcome. Sit back, relax, enjoy some good music, and hopefully some good conversation and good vibes. I'm your host, C. Maria Wall, aka the voice of relationship recovery and the shero right here at our ground zero. And of course, when we're at ground zero, that doesn't mean that we're at rock bottom. It simply means that we're on solid ground. So prepare to gain your footing, dig in deeply, and prepare to propel yourselves to new heights. I'll be back after our opening music, which is titled Good Music by Miss Tori Lee, is completed. I'll see you here again soon.
If love really was a bullet, I'd have took the shot. Yeah. Now would you buy me a drink just to take me home? Put your game in a song just to make me moan. I like my Robin Thicke, me alone. A thug album, triple shots, that's a trace. I get lost in your words. It feels so good when I'm hurt. Takes my mind off of the pain. Loves when the beat takes me away with only good music. Oh, 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 with only good music.
Well, hello. Thank you to each and every one of you for joining me here on Healing Through Her Talk Radio Network's Focus 40. As I said, this is a program that talks about anything and everything that matters to those of us who are more seasoned singles and those even in relationships who are 40 and over. We talk about any and everything, all of the topics that concern us, whether we are starting over or whether we are in a relationship and things aren't going well and we need some resources to help us decide if it's worth staying or if we should fold them and go. So any and everything that matters for those of us who are more seasoned, that's what this program is about. So, FOCUS is an acronym. It is a trademarked acronym, by the way. It stands for Females Offering Clarity, Unity, and Success. And you know, sometimes the older we get, we tend to become more isolated. Our circles start to get smaller. As we head towards retirement, we don't have the same circles that we used to, or, you know, with age comes a lot of other issues, and sometimes we lose friends and loved ones, and our circle just starts to change. So that's what this program is all about. Usually I do between 15 and 30 minutes. So we'll see how this goes because none of our programs are ever scripted. So whatever information the universe sends to me, that's what I will share with you. And we have a lot to discuss today. Before we get started, let me just give you our contact information because I want our discussion to just flow. So just so you know, you can always look us up on our main website, thewallfoundationinc.org. And the Wall Foundation actually sponsors all of our programs and events. It is an IRS approved and recognized 501c3 nonprofit. So if you choose to support us in any way, your donations are tax deductible to the current fullest extent of law in the United States. So with that said, our phone number is 202-618-2556. And I want you to write to me personally. So my personal email address is letsgrow@cmariawall.com. And if you still like to put pen to paper, our mailing address is Post Office Box 272 in Randallstown, Maryland 21133. So let's just jump right into our program. Today, our topic is all about preparing for progress. Now, for each of us, our progression may look slightly different or it may be a significant difference, but the process is still going to be very similar, if not the same. So what do we mean when we say preparing for progress? First and foremost, you have to find a place to be still. Find your private place. For most of you, either you have a recorder or, like I said, you like to keep notes or a journal, but make sure that you keep all of those things private because this is your unique journey that we are starting to walk together. So first things first, you have to decide who you are, where you are in your journey called life, and where you want to go. And in some cases, who would you like to bring with you on that journey? Who would you like to see at the end of the road waiting for you? Things of that nature. And only you can decide those responses. So preparing for progress. One of the things that I like to do is put down columns, categories. What makes me happy? Am I happy? Yes or no? That's question like number one. Do I have a clear shot vision of where I want to be? Yes or no? Do I have a plan that I'm working on to get me to where I want to be? Yes or no? And then you sit back and you look, and if you answered no to any of these questions, then this is where we should be for this program today. So, as I said, progression may look different for each of us, but the means to get to our goals are pretty similar. Where are you in your life right now? Are you in an unhappy relationship? Are you financially unstable? Are you concerned about what's going on in society right now? You know, we're going to have a big change coming on this Monday. Our government is going through a shift. A new regime is taking over. Some of us don't know what that future will look like for us as women or as minorities or as people with disabilities or any other thing that makes us unique that society may not want to accept. as an equal. If I get silent, this is when I give you that time to digest what we have discussed up to that particular moment, and then you can decide where you can apply the information in your lives. And if you know someone who would benefit from our programs, please feel free to share them, because it is my hope that Healing Through Hurt iTalk Radio Network and all of its programs will touch as many people as we can throughout the world. That is my hope before my time is up on this earth. So please feel free to share. So back to our progression plan. Some requirements are going to take a lot more effort, especially if, for instance, you've been in a relationship for some period of time and you're not used to being alone. You're not prepared to go out and face whatever may be coming your way by yourself. You don't even know where to begin. And for some of you who are financially unstable, you want to know how to begin to fix your credit, to fix your finances. All of these things we're going to get into as our Focus 40 program progresses. So today it's all about sitting down, getting very real with the person that you see in the mirror, and finding out who you are, and where you'd like to go. Because once you start to see things on paper, that way you don't forget what you thought about in the heat of passion or in the heat of the moment. You will have it on paper to remind you of your starting point, to remind you of your goals, your aspirations. That's what making a record is all about. And then you want to keep that in a safe place, because these are your sacred thoughts. They're not meant to be shared with others. And rule number 1, unless these people who you may go to for advice are proven professionals, do not fall for the trick of listening to inexperienced experts. There are people out there who will give you advice that is a recipe for your failure, because they have actually either not progressed in their own lives and they want company, or they don't have your best interest at heart. So be very, very careful who you share your hopes and dreams with, because there are some dream snatchers out there. There are some dream takers, and there are some dream destroyers. So you always want to hold your plan close to your heart, mind, body, spirit, and soul. It is not meant for everyone else. And I've said this before, and some people may not agree, but just know who you're talking to. If you're going to, say, your religious institution for advice, sometimes you have to show your own personal discernment and take whatever advice you are given into serious consideration. Because there are people who will tell you that the good book says that you're supposed to be submissive and keep your mouth shut, and you're supposed to do this. I know too many people who listen to that advice, and they're no longer with us today. I know too many people who snapped because they tried that way and it didn't go well. So always have that highest sense of discernment when you decide to take the advice or seek the advice of others. Here at Healing Through Hurt, this is the wonderful thing about this, is that we can share information. I can share all of my knowledge, all of my experiences of what I've gone through, because when we speak about these programs, it is to help you make it through your journey that someone like me has already crossed. We do have subscription services where we will have on special guests and experts that will come on and talk to us about everything from life experiences to finance and things like that. I'll tell you about all of our podcast platforms and how you can subscribe if you choose to do so. But if you're not at that place, I still do these shows that are open and accessible to all. So for this week, I want you to begin to write down who you are, and where you'd like to go. And that may change with each passing day. Things may change totally by Monday. We just don't know. But this is what I want you to do. And do it for the next week, because we do Focus 40 on Saturdays. So our show lineup, by the way, is Healing Through Hurt iTalk Radio. We do that on Fridays. As I said, Focus 40. I will do new programs on Saturdays. And our Titanium Tidbits for the Morning Hum is our Sunday morning messages of motivation and inspiration to help us start our week off on a positive note with some really good vibes. So this week, just take a back step. There's no rush. You know, sometimes we make a lot of errors when we rush through things. I want you to sit back and enjoy every little thing that you can find that brings you peace. Then with a clearer head, start to write or start to record your answers to those questions. Who are you? Where are you now, and where do you want to go? This is all about you, the person that you see in the mirror. This is all about your happiness, hope, health, healing, and success. Like I said, no one shoe fits everyone. That's why shoe stores have different sizes. That's why clothing and shoes and several things come in different sizes, or even medications. Sometimes they're based on our physical attributes. We need to know how much we can take. Sometimes 5 milligrams or 5 grams or whatever it is won't work. So we have to up it to 10 or 15 or whatever it is, or maybe even change the medication like we change shoes or we change clothing. It's the same principle. No two people will have exactly the same solutions. So again, just remember, like I said, it's all about you finding the answers that you need. And the best person to help you do that is the person that you see in the mirror, because that is the person who's going to develop these insights into who they are, and where they like to go. And remember, discernment. You listen to people talk, but you don't have to take their advice and run with it, because I promise you there are more inexperienced experts out there who will give advice when their personal lives are in such drama and disarray. And that old adage says that misery loves company. So this is your season to put yourself first. It's okay. You're not being selfish. You have put everyone else first for so long. Now it's your time to take care of you. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to work on us, but we're going to do it together. Because even where I am, I'm still working on me. I'm still a work in progress. I am still a masterpiece in the making. Because when my world shattered, I had a million pieces that I had to figure out how to put back together. And if you ever break something, sometimes you notice that some pieces are more beautiful than others. Some are just beyond repair. While others, it's like, And if you have an artistic mind or you know someone who does, they can help you create an entirely new masterpiece out of the best of those broken pieces. And all of a sudden, what you thought was beyond repair is a brand new masterpiece made up of the best of those broken pieces. And I just call them, oh, I remember this, that piece is a life lesson. And when you put all of your life lessons together, that's what they're meant to do. They're meant to teach you how to become better, how to heal, how to move forward. That's what life lessons are for. So each one of those best shattered pieces becomes a part of your life lesson in your new masterpiece. So the next time that we speak, hopefully, when you come back next week, we'll be talking about another topic. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to call it yet because, as I said, nothing is scripted here. But if you come back next week, I release the programs at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. So you'll be able to hear another segment of Focus 40. And just so you know, we are syndicated, so we're on multiple podcast platforms. And you can also do a search for Healing Through Hurt iTalk Radio. And you should be able to see that we are on Amazon Audible, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, iHeartRadio, Geo7, Podcast Addict, Spotify, our new home here on Spreaker, and YouTube podcasts. You can find us there as well. So just do a web search for Healing Through Hurt iTalk Radio, and you will find us somewhere. So with that said, listen, I want us to take a few moments to just be mindful and to be present in this moment. We're not going to worry about what's going to happen on Monday or tomorrow or later on today. Let's just take a short time to breathe. So find a seated or lying position because I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to be safe so that you don't lose your balance and fall or anything. So seated or lying position, close your eyes and let's just do some breathing for a few moments before we end the program. So eyes closed, let everything go, and let's just inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Keep breathing while I continue our discussion. Will this road be easy? Probably not. Will you run into roadblocks and potholes and all types of brick walls? Perhaps. Can you make it through if you continue to put one foot in front of the other and know that each day brings another opportunity for you to make things better or to correct a wrong or to get things right? And if you convince yourself and know now that you are not walking this journey alone, I think you'll do okay. I'm praying that you will. So as you continue to do your breathing exercises, in recap, we know that we want to record in any form that you like who you are, and where you'd like to go, and what makes you happy and what makes you sad. Are you happy right now? Are you sad right now? Are you concerned? Yes or no answers, and then where you'd like to go. And then as the shows progress, you'll get more insights as to the best way to get you to where you need to be. So with all of that said, our show is coming to an end. I hope you enjoyed what you would perceive to be a good discussion, and you felt some really good vibes just sitting here with me and listening to the sound of my voice as we prepare for our individual progressions. As always, before I go, I'd like to leave you with these words. I want to pray you enough. I want to pray you enough sunshine to brighten your rainy days. I also want to pray you enough rain to make your gardens grow beautifully. I want to pray you enough smiles to turn the frown that you've been carrying around upside down. But most of all, I want to pray you enough strength and courage to face whatever may be at your door coming your way from this very moment and beyond. You're not alone. We're here together. So as we begin, we're going to end with Miss Tori Lee's Good Music. That has been our opening music for many years, and it's just timeless. And I hope that when you hear it, you'll either know that it's Tori performing it somewhere or one of our programs are coming on. So enjoy the rest of your day, even if you do not want to. I am C. Maria Wall, a.k.a. the voice of relationship recovery and mediator Shiro, right here at our ground zero, where we're not at rock bottom, but we're on solid ground. So prepare to propel yourselves to new heights. Ready, set, let's grow and go. I will see you here next Saturday for another session of Focus 40. Take care, everyone. Be well.
I get lost in your words. It feels so good when I'm hurt. Takes my mind off of the pain. Loves when the beat takes me away with only good music. Oh, 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 with only good music. Something about the things you said stays in my mind. Makes me wanna sit down and listen to you. I listen all night. The melody, the arrangement makes my body go so crazy. I tell my feet, man.
Before we go, I wanted to let you know that our titanium tidbit for the morning hum Sunday morning will be all about making peace with your past. So I'll see you tomorrow for our Sunday titanium tidbit for the morning hum. It is our way of starting off the week on a positive note with positive vibes.
Takes me away with only good music. Oh, 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 with only good music. I tell Rihanna, please don't stop the music. Lauren strum my pain with her fingers. I could really use it. Quiet storms full of purple rain. My Sharia more lovely as a summer's day. I'll let the whispers follow Marvin Gaye in my headphones till the music starts to fade away. I give away my brown sugar for a bit of pop. If love really was a bullet, I'd have took the shot. Yeah. Now would you buy me a drink just to take me home? Put your game in a song just to make me moan. I like my Robin Thicke, me alone. A thug album, triple shots, that's a trace. I get lost in your words. It feels so good when I'm hurt.